Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Greetings, 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 good people. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, RoyalBee, and we're live, loud, live, and in living color. Happy Monday, everybody. It is October the 24th. The year is 2022. Okay, how's everybody doing? It's been a long time since I've been live, so it's going to take me a minute for, notifications to go out and all that good stuff. But if you are lucky enough to catch the replay, please make sure you like the video, share your thoughts, drop down in the comments, all that good stuff. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning Royal family member, welcome back. All right. So on today's lineup, okay, Wendy Williams, I know that's probably old tea to some of y'all, but I didn't talk about it, and I like Wendy Williams, so I'm going to talk about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is fresh out of rehab. Is she ready to be back in the spotlight? What do you guys think? Have you been keeping up with this, with all things Wendy? If not, you should check out a plethora of the videos on this channel because I've talked about Wendy quite a bit, okay? Also, Cardi B and Madonna, all right? So they had a little tussle on the internet, and it seems like they've made up. Do you think this was a publicity stunt? I'm going to get into that. Travell Hill, who is but he is the person who took Andre Montgomery's life. Andre Montgomery is the grandson of Robbie Montgomery, who is the owner of Sweetie Pies, the restaurant, soul food restaurant. You guys privy to that? You keeping up? Okay. Well, Travell Hill was sentenced last week, so I'm going to touch on that. And Lil Durk, rapper Lil Durk, all of his charges have been dropped. And that just seems a little bit suspicious to me. Okay. So I'm going to touch on that toward the end of the broadcast. So hopefully we can get this done in less than an hour, unless we veer off track. I don't know. But as you're coming in, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Don't be shy. Say good morning. I'm a little rusty because I'm so used to pre-recorded videos, but it's all right. We're just going to spit off the dome and let it do what it do. All right, let's see if the stream is tight. Reconnect. We're going to reconnect. Hold on. Are you guys still use Facebook? I got a new Facebook page. Okay, so it's Miss RoyalBee. If you care to follow me, let me see. Do I want to remember password? Not right now. So are we good? Are we streaming good? I got to make sure everything is good on the back end here. So I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on Facebook, and I'm streaming live right here on YouTube. Okay, so don't be shy. Come on in, hit the like button, drop your comments, share your thoughts. All right. Let's see. All right, so let's get on to it. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. We're having some trouble with Facebook, but whatever. The show must go on. All right, so who's first? Wendy Williams, y'all. Now, I have been talking about Wendy Williams for as long as I've had this channel, which is about 3 years or so. My first video was a Wendy Williams video. Those of you who are familiar with this channel, you already know how I feel about my fellow Jersey girl, Wendy Williams. Well, she is fresh out of rehab, all right? And the people say Wendy Williams is ready to get back and start up this podcast. I don't believe it. Rosanna Soto, who is she's a anchor on Fox News or Good Day New York. I forgot which one it is, but she's New York media royalty as well. She claims that Wendy Williams told her that she wants to open up a restaurant. I don't know about all of that. I just want Wendy Williams to be okay, healthy, strong, and well. Even if she doesn't come back to a media space, that's all right. I just care about her well-being. She does have a son. That's her only child. So we kind of got to think about that too. I know I would love to hear Wendy Williams's opinions on a lot of this foolishness that is taking place in and around pop culture. But Auntie Wendy is up in age. She got a lot going on. She's trying to sift through a lot. So I wouldn't be mad if Wendy Williams does not come back to any form of entertainment. They've been pushing this Wendy Williams Experience podcast. I don't see it happening. Not that it's impossible, but I just don't think that Wendy Williams is in the right state of mind. And I don't think that she's physically able to push herself to great lengths to compete in a podcast space. You know, she can't even get her thoughts together. She's dealing with a lot. She's still grieving. And I just don't think that she's grieving properly, which is why she turned to substances. You know, she's dependent on substances, but they claim that she's all right, child. So according to People, she's officially back home after entering a wellness facility at the end of the summer. So her publicist, Sean Zanotti, said, "We are happy to report that Wendy Williams is home and healing after being in a wellness facility since August." Okay, this is what she exclusively told People magazine. She also said that Wendy is excited about the road ahead and looking forward to releasing her many projects. And Wendy Williams allegedly gave a statement, and the statement reads, "Thank you to my fans for your love, support, and many prayers. I am back and better than ever." Okay. Girl, Wendy, let me tell you something. This emotional roller coaster, Wendy, that you taking us through, girl, with your health and with everything seemingly falling apart, and you lost your mom, you didn't even grieve properly, you still pushed yourself to work, physically, you just don't look well. You got a lot of health issues. Wendy, we rooting for you, girl, but we tired, girl. This incessant push to get back into, get back to business. I just don't see it happening. I don't know. I think Wendy really should just chill. We don't even know if it's even really Wendy saying that she wants to get back into the saddle and give commentary. It could be the people around her. I don't even know. Where's that guy? What's the guy's name? Rick? I don't know. The black guy who was at the strip club with her on his birthday, and he's supposed to be her manager and working out deals. He's supposedly the one behind this Wendy Williams Experience podcast. I don't remember his name for the life of me. Where's he at? He ain't giving statements to people and any other media outlets. I don't know. I just think Wendy should just take it nice and slow, cool it down. And like I said, Rosanna Soto, she said that she has a restaurant in New York. Earlier this year, Wendy Williams was spotted at her restaurant, Rosanna Soto, and they took pictures, and I guess Wendy Williams kind of talked to her and said, "Look, I want to open up my own restaurant." And Rosanna Soto, she considers Wendy Williams a friend, and she doesn't report on her, and she doesn't talk about her because to her that's off limits, which I can respect. But she did say, she gave a statement to Page Six saying that Wendy Williams wants to kind of dip her toe into the restaurant business. Miss Wendy, maybe Wendy wasn't clothed in her right mind when she said that, but I just think Wendy should kind of just stay away from giving statements, or her publicist should stay away from giving statements. Just let Wendy be, child. Let her be. Let her mourn. Let her try to pick up the pieces of her life. Let her get well. I'm gonna miss Wendy Williams for sure, giving her commentary, her snark commentary, but I just don't see it happening, to be honest with you. And it would be better off probably if it doesn't happen. Let Wendy Williams enjoy the fruits of her labor, child. Please let her. All right, let's move this along, baby. Mm, mm, mm. Do you guys watch Power Book 3, Raising Canaan? Well, I do. I don't review it. I like to enjoy the show or whatever, but I've been keeping up with all things Power since episode 1, season 1. This franchise, Power Book 3, I'm loving every minute of it. First of all, these are my two favorite characters, okay? Unique, played by Joey Badass, is the guy's name, the actor's name. He's a rapper. He performed at the BET Awards recently, and I think he had the best performance at the BET Awards. His music is dope, very nostalgic, Brooklyn native. Okay, I like my rappers very much Brooklyn. Anyway, and what is her name? Patina. I don't remember her last name. Anyway, Raquel. Okay, this is Kanan's mother. Honey, this episode, this season finale was just good. This show is good. The writing is really, really, really good on this show. Not only is the writing good, okay, because that makes a difference, but the acting is phenomenal. If Raquel Thomas does not win an Emmy, it would be a total shame, because her range is just so intense. Like her acting is so intense. Anyway, in this particular scene, This is where Unique, he said, "You a wild girl, Raquel," and he kind of flirted with Raquel a little bit. I don't trust Unique, and Unique, I don't think Raquel trusts him either, because at the end of the last season, Unique ended up in jail, and she tried to frame him. But I see they're in a situation now where they kind of have to work together against the Italians, who basically tried to off Raquel and her crew. I just hope that Marvin ain't dead. But like I said, I do watch the show. This is Marvin and Raquel. I hope that Marvin ain't dead. Marvin done got shot. Marvin turned around his life. Him and Jukebox are on the up and up. Everything is all good. So we will have to wait until season 3. They're gonna make us wait until next year sometime before season 3 of Power Book 3 returns. So now that this is off, Power Book 2 with Tariq Applehead self will be coming back soon. But the writing on these shows have been very, very, very good. I mean, nothing beats the OG Power. But I have to say, whoever is doing the writing is doing a phenomenal job with this particular character, Marvin. His character development has been a pleasure to watch. I did post that to my Twitter. And somebody needs to tap on Tyler Perry's shoulder and let him watch this and see how a character is to be developed. The character is supposed to mature and grow, and there's supposed to be layers peeled back of a character, not just the same plot over and over and over again. Anyway, we're not talking about Tyler Perry, we're talking about Power. So I do like Marvin's character. Marvin is really trying to turn his life around, trying to be a better dad. It was very emotional when he saw Jukebox, his daughter, back up in the house, folding her clothes, getting back comfortable. He got a little emotional. Poor Jukebox, her mama done got shot up, child. She called herself confronting Raquel, and them Italians had a hit out on Raquel. And unfortunately, Jukebox mama was a casualty of the war between Rock and the Italians out in Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. But yeah, this show is really, really good. So I'm not going to give no review for the sake give a review for the sake of time. But I do definitely enjoy this show. Hopefully you guys will get an opportunity to check it out if you haven't done so. I know some people are over the Power franchises. I'm not. The only one that I couldn't stick it out with was Force. That's Tommy's. I think I saw 2 episodes. I can always go back and watch, but maybe I think 2 or 3 episodes, and I lost interest. I was over it. No shade, but I was kind of over it. So I didn't follow that one. But this, to me, Power Book 3 Raising Canaan, it's up there with the OG Power. For me, it's up there with the OG Power. All right, let's move it along for the sake of time. Okay, so you guys remember Tim Norman, who you see smiling in his mugshot for whatever reason, and his 3, idiots that he drug into this murder for hire plot to take the life of his own nephew, has come to an end. Basically, Tim and all of them have been found guilty. Tim is not going to be sentenced until December, unless they've changed the date. Last I checked, but the last I checked, the sentencing date for him was still on for September. But Travell Hill, who's all the way on the right, he has been sentenced basically. So he pleaded guilty back in June to conspiring with Tim Norman in March 2016 to kill Tim Norman's 21-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery. Okay, and this is according to St. Louis Post-Dispatch. That's where I'm reading this from. So Tim Norman took out a life insurance policy on his nephew and named himself he was the owner, listed as the owner and the beneficiary. So he set up this plot to basically have his nephew's life taken, and he was to collect the insurance money. Didn't go as planned, thank God. Now, Andre's life was taken back in 2016. So I've been following this since Tim got arrested. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. So I was following the trial. I did, do updates and videos. If you're not aware, you can go back and check them out if you haven't already checked out the hundreds of videos that are all over YouTube. Anyway, let me see what he was sentenced to. I think he was sentenced to 32 years, but let me scroll through the article. Hold on. Take this time to like the video if you haven't done so already. So his family was at the sentencing. Andre's family, his brother, his mother, his sisters, of course, they had some strong, passionate words. You know, they basically said that life is not going to be the same. His mom, though, Andre's mother, that's a different type of strong. And I don't like to use that word strong black woman, but she's really held up. And she's very gracious to even give statements to people who are outside of the courtroom. Some YouTubers went down to have been following the case as well, and they were at the trial. And just to see her smile, because her son received justice, just I don't know how, like, God bless that woman. God bless that woman. All right, so he was sentenced to Travell Hill. He was sentenced to 32 years. Some people are not excited about that. They actually wanted him to be sentenced to more, I guess. I don't know. Listen, that's the way the justice system works. I'm assuming that he got less time because he pleaded guilty, and he said that Tim basically set up the whole thing. So he got on the stand and he pleaded guilty, and he admitted to what he did. So I'm assuming the 32-year sentence is because of that. I don't know. Well, listen, good riddance and good luck. I don't even want to talk about this anymore because this is really, it's really sick. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but the details of the case, haven't followed the details of the case, just like text messages, and when Andre's family spoke about how Tim treated him and how Miss Robbie treated Andre as well, is very disturbing and is very disgusting. So again, the rest of them are going to be sentenced very soon, hopefully before the end of the year. I think Tim is trying to appeal this verdict. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to stuff being pushed back and delayed. But listen, he's been found guilty. So that's one step in the right direction. So we shall see what happens in the months to come. All right, who's next? Travell Hill. All right, Cardi B. Child, I done cut off the top. This is a Billboard article. And cut off the top of the screen. So you guys are aware, should be, that Cardi B and Madonna, I guess, got into a little internet tussle. Okay. Um, Madonna basically was saying, like, she the one that started all of this with the girls singing about their privates in their videos, and she's a sex pop icon, and she was talking about her memoir, SEX, her book. Um, so she basically said that, Kanye West's ex-wife, we don't say her name here on this channel. Kanye West's ex-wife, she's the reason why Kanye West's ex-wife can pose naked on magazines. She's the reason, Madonna is saying this, she's the reason why Cardi B can sing about her WAP. And she's also the reason why Miley Cyrus can swing naked on a wrecking ball or whatever. So, Madonna just goes into talking about, how she was scrutinized back in the day when she came out with her raunchy style and her music, her explicit music and her explicit music videos. All right, we know, Madonna, what's your point? Why did you have to bring up anybody's name, right? So she says basically, you're welcome, B word, and then she put like a clown emoji, right? So I don't know why she thought that would go over well. Cardi B got offended by that, rightfully so. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Cardi, and that's fine. But if somebody referenced you and you don't have a relationship with them, you know what I mean, at all, like that, and they called you a B word and put a clown emoji, it's almost on some Madonna's trying to say, like, bow down to me type, give me my flowers, thank me. Girl, it's never that serious. It's never that serious. There's a way for you to be gracious. And I'm going to be honest with you, after looking into this and how quickly this was resolved, it almost makes me think that this was a publicity stunt, because I said to myself, why would she just randomly call out Cardi and Kanye West's ex-wife and Miley Cyrus? Like, she didn't say anything about Janet Jackson. I think she kind of knows better. But Madonna, can we just keep it a buck? I know she didn't mention Little Kim either. She ain't stupid. And Little Kim has named Madonna as her influence. So Cardi went onto social media and she basically said, like, she don't understand why this woman is mentioning her. She said, she paid homage to her so many times. She said she grew up listening to her. So this was all back and forth on Twitter. And of course, some of the tweets have been deleted. A lot of these Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, they captured them, so they have them up on their pages or whatever. And people started attacking Cardi for commenting. They were saying like, you always have something to say. It's not that serious, yada yada. So of course, Cardi doesn't miss an opportunity in most cases to go back and forth with people criticizing her on the interweb. So she says, she called them ridiculous. She says she don't give a F who it is. She's not taking nothing, especially from the white woman, and that sent everybody into a frenzy. Oh my God, how could she say that? Isn't Madonna a white woman? I'm confused. All right, whatever. Whatever. Here's my thing. If somebody is offended, I don't think anybody has the right to tell them how they should feel. And I just feel like if Madonna called somebody else a bee, or if Madonna called you a bee and put a clown emoji, you nobody wants to be called a clown or referenced to as a clown or called the B word. Like, let's stop acting like in this particular instance, Cardi's overreacting. Well, Jason Lee intervened. He got onto social media and said that, he's got Cardi and Madonna on the line and they're working it out. Moments later, Madonna says, Cardi, I love you. I always have and I always will. And Cardi B says, I love you. So she says she talked to Madonna. It was beautiful. Have a great day and drive safely, y'all. Madonna posted, I love you, Cardi B. Always have and always will. Cardi B retweeted that. And she wrote the caption, I love you, with a heart emoji. So it seems that this, as quickly as this popped off, is as quickly as it was resolved. So I guess, do you guys think that this was a publicity stunt? I do. I think it was a publicity stunt. People started talking about her husband. People were saying that that's why your husband be cheating on you. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but and she started saying that that Offset was going to be addressing these cheating allegations in his new album, and then everyone started attacking her. Nobody's going to listen to Offset. I just think that this was a publicity stunt, and as crazy as that may sound, it appears to me that a lot of these entertainers, up and coming, established, somewhat known, well known, some of them will go to great lengths and pull stunts for promotion, to promote something. It's free marketing, right? They use Instagram and Twitter to start beefs, maybe for attention. It's always drama, and then a project is announced. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was a publicity stunt. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was a misunderstanding and then they were able to resolve the issue. But what was the purpose of Madonna even mentioning, any of these women, saying that they should, she's the reason why they're able to do X, Y, and Z? Because not even quiet as is kept, Miss Madonna act like she was the first to wear a comb bra and shake her booty all over the TV screen. You better pay homage to Miss Grace Jones, honey, because that's where you were heavily influenced. So let's not act like Grace Jones isn't mother of all these mothers. Okay, let's not do that. Anyway, shifting gears, Cardi B also won a lawsuit recently. Child, she collecting wins like infinity stones, ain't it? Woo. So this is the last of her going to court, and hopefully she will. That's my alarm. Hopefully she won't enter back into a courtroom for a long, long, long time, if at all. Okay. And now she can get back to, doing what she do, get back to work, whether that be brand deals, movies, TV shows, music, whatever. I know she is relieved. So she was very thankful that she won her trial. And that trial was basically because there was a guy, a tattoo artist, was upset that his artwork was used on the cover of Cardi B's mixtape, Gangsta B Word Volume 1. And he claims that he suffered emotional distress. His girlfriend and his girlfriend thought it was him cheating on what? Your girlfriend knew that wasn't you in the damn album cover. I wish I would have pulled up the album cover so you guys can see. His artwork was used. I think if he would have argued a different point in his case, he might have won, but he provided no proof that he suffered any emotional distress. He claims that people in his neighborhood were making fun of him because Cardi B had her legs open. She was drinking a 40 and the guy was in between her legs. So the guy's back was showing with the tattoo. If he would have argued that his intellectual property was stolen more so than emotional distress, he might have had a chance. But he was suing her for like $5 million. Child, I think the jury, they deliberated for what, maybe 30 minutes. They probably had lunch, came back, and all of them unanimously, yeah, Cardi B basically, she's not guilty, and the trial was over. So that was that. So congratulations, I guess, are in order for Cardi beating another or winning, I should say, not beating, winning another trial. All right, who we got up next? Ooh, Lil Durk. This was interesting, y'all. Hold on. Are y'all liking the video? Or y'all just in here listening to me ramble on and on? This is very interesting. This is a very interesting situation. Rapper Lil Durk, okay? His charges were dropped. There was an incident that took place in 2019, okay, resulting in Durk, along with King Von, who is deceased, being charged for attempted M-word. Durk is a felon, if I'm not mistaken, and he's not supposed to be in possession of a firearm. He had a firearm. And these charges were dropped. Like, I don't know. A lot of people are thinking or assuming that, oh yeah, he snitched, he put it on Vaughn. If he would have put this on Vaughn, then the case would have been closed, right? The charges were dropped. Case is not closed technically, right? Is it, or is it closed? And if he did put everything on Vaughn, then they would have said that. But that's not what's being reported. Okay, there's multiple media outlets reporting on this. And I don't understand how he would be able to put this on King Von when there's video evidence that shows that Durk was doing what he was accused of, okay? And the man that was at the receiving end of those bullets is still alive. I don't think he is cooperating with authorities. Y'all know how that street-ish go, okay? So the article that I'm actually going to read from is Rolling Stone, because this is more updated than this article. So the article reads, prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia, have dropped multiple charges against Lil Durk, including attempted M-word. As Fox 5 in Atlanta reports, Durk, real name Derek Banks, was facing several charges in connection to a 2019 shooting outside of the famous Atlanta restaurant, The Varsity. Along with attempted M-word, Banks was facing counts of aggravated assault, participation in criminal street gang activity, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So those were all of the charges that he had against him. All of those charges were dismissed in an official filing from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office last week, citing prosecutorial discretion. Excuse me? The filing read in part, the facts of this case have been reviewed, and although probable cause existed for the defendant's arrest, the decision at this time is not to prosecute. Basically, we got all the evidence we need to prosecute this dude. We don't need to dig any further. We have all the evidence needed to prosecute him. But we're not. Excuse me? Basically, they made the decision to not prosecute with this insurmountable amount of evidence. Some may think this is a good thing. I don't know. My big toe is telling me that this may get worse. Okay, so the article continues. Manny Aurora, the attorney for Banks, tells Rolling Stone, I am glad that the charges from 3+ years ago have been dismissed. While it is unfortunate that it took so long to reach the conclusion that we had argued from day one, I'm glad that all involved can now move on. A rep for the Fulton County DA's office did not immediately return Rolling Stone's request for comment. The non-lethal shooting took place on February 5th, 2019, and police originally claimed that the video footage showed Banks driving past the Varsity and firing a gun. The victim was hit in the leg. Several months later, warrants were issued for the arrest of Banks, as well as his co-defendant at the time, the now deceased rapper, King Von. After the warrant was issued, Banks said on Instagram that he planned to turn himself into authorities while he also dropped a song, Turn Myself in which he rapped about quote unquote false accusations and proclaimed his innocence. Though Dirk had these charges looming over him for 3 years, his music career has continued apace. Since 2019, he's dropped 4 albums, with his most recent effort, 7220, arriving in March. Over the summer, however, Banks announced that he would step back from music and performing and focus on his health after he was hit in the face by prosthetics while performing at Lollapalooza. Oh yeah, he was on stage, and those little like those fiery things or whatever, firecracker looking things or whatever went off and one hit him in his face. So yeah, he made the decision. Now remember his house. I don't. Well, they didn't talk about his house being raided. Okay, him and India, who is his longtime girlfriend, are no longer together, quote unquote. I don't know if I believe that, but because they recently just got engaged. He proposed to her, and she decided to break up with him. I don't know. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. These charges have been dropped even though they have all this evidence again. Why do you think they dropped the charges and all the charges have been dismissed? And where's Fanny at? Fanny ain't said nothing. Normally she's doing press conferences and all types of stuff. Do you think that things are going to get real fishy and real sticky for Lil Durk? Could he be caught up in a RICO case? Is it possible that he cut a deal of sorts? I don't know, but I find that extremely interesting. So I'm not the only one that's suspicious about this. I can't say what he did or didn't do. We don't know. I'm sure eventually things will start to come out. But that's really unfortunate. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game, y'all. Definitely a dirty game. So let me know what you guys think. All right, what are we doing on time here? All right, we at 32 minutes. All right, y'all. I mean, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. You know what I'm saying? I got to try to figure out why Facebook is not working. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with Facebook here. The stream was not ended or deleted on Facebook. Let's see what's happening. So I'm just gonna sit here. I ain't really got. Let me scour the blogs and see. Yeah, let me see if anything else popped off. I'm probably going to upload a video later talking about BravoCon. Candy's mother is really out of control. She's really out of control. And I'm going to do a pre-recorded video and share my thoughts on that. And then whatever else happens. Surreal Life, as far as reality shows are concerned, the Surreal Life is premiering tonight. The new season of the Surreal Life. Who's there? Dennis Rodman, Tamar Braxton. I'm probably going to tap out probably after the second or third episode because Tamar really gets on my nerves. Like I don't enjoy watching her. I don't enjoy watching her at all. But greetings. Yes, please. If you are late, don't worry. You're not late, or if you're just joining, I should say. Make sure you guys check out the replay. Shout out to HFG. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm gonna be watching the Surreal Life, and if Tamar Braxton doesn't irritate me, I probably will talk about it, give a brief review. I'm starting to watch Black Ink Crew again. I do want to see this season. I thought Caesar wasn't gonna be on the season, but apparently he is. I don't know. I missed last week. I thought the season premiere was gonna be today, not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, but I missed last week's episode, so I already set the DVR to record the episode from last week, and then I'll watch the new episode tomorrow. What else comes on? I've been watching Queen Sugar. So it's a lot of shows that I'm still watching. I'm just not reviewing anything. Okay. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I don't see anything popping off on Twitter or on the blogs. Let me see what's popping. What's trending? Okay, so the stream did well today. So I'm back going live. As far as the time, listen, me and time sometimes we tussle quite often. So I wanted to do this at 12 noon Eastern time, but then I realized like, oh, I have to get my thumbnail together and all that stuff. So I don't know. We'll work it out as far as the time. 12, 1 o'clock, same difference, right? So there's nothing really popping on the blogs. I definitely will be back. If you don't have your notifications on, turn your notifications on so that you can be, updated whenever I drop a video. Shout out to those of you who were in here just listening. For those of you who did not pay your admission fee, you still have time. Hit that like button. All right. And the replay watchers, definitely drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. All right. So I'm about to sign off because I have another video that I want to upload. Talking about Mama Joyce, how she gets on my nerves. But I love you all for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, she_RoyalBee. Facebook is Miss Royal B. Okay, if anybody even uses Facebook, I started up a whole new Facebook page for whatever reason. I don't know. The old one is kind of like that's private. That's like college friends, old co-workers, people I grew up with. So that's a little different. I'm trying to separate everything. And the Instagram, I'm debating if I should use the new Instagram or rock out with the old one. So just a lot of things, being shifted around. Also on Station Head, I'm going to start broadcasting on Station Head. And that's just basically SheRoyalBee, all one word. So little by little, we're making a little bit of progress. I'm trying to change things up and do things a little bit different outside of my comfort zone. So I haven't been live in a very, very long time. So I thank all of you who joined me today. Okay. All right. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. All right. Be kind and watch your mouth. And most importantly, drink water and mind your business. I love you for watching. As always, until next time. Peace.